How's it going, everyone? It's David here, and I am at Kennywood. There's actually been a lot of updates going on for the park, especially in the near future. The big news that was just announced is that Phantom Fright Nights is no longer a thing. Instead, we now have Phantom Fall Fest, which will be an all-day event for the fall season that will run from October 1st to October 31st. So it's scheduled Friday from 6 to 11, Saturday from 12 to 11, and Sundays from 12 to 10. And what's really great about this is that it's going to be a full day event where it's going to be family friendly in the day, similar to the Happy Hauntings event that they had, but then at 6 o'clock they are going to have haunted houses open up. They do not have the full lineup listed just yet. They do have 5 regular ones announced, but they did say that a full lineup is going to be coming soon. So other than that, we're going to go in and see if we can see any prep work for Phantom Fall Fest, as well as any new things that we can see from around the park. So let's go in and try to have some fun. So one thing that made Phantom Fright Nights one of the premier Halloween events at theme parks was that the entire park was haunted, mainly because it was only open in the evenings and it was a separate ticketed event. And one of the main features was going through the tunnel, and a whole bunch of monsters were inside trying to scare you. But I don't know if this is going to be returning or not, because it will be a full day event and you will have families coming and going. So we don't know if it's going to be a full haunt experience or not like it was before. So here in the front of the park are the VIP tours. They have gone up considerably in price. Single tours coming at $59 and a complete VIP experience at $129. You could also buy a one-time skip the line pass for Steel Curtain for $25. And I noticed all throughout this year that there have been more VIP passes going on than there have been in years past. Decided to start my day off here at Skyrocket. I'm really surprised. It's 3 o'clock in the afternoon and there is absolutely zero wait, only some people up in the station. So let's go ride Skyrocket. Skyrocket is fun as always, and coming off of it, found our first sign for OG Phantom Fright Nights, now Phantom Fall Fest. This is a prop and staging area for the Kennyville Cemetery that is returning here into the Tivoli Gardens here in the very front of the park. This is one of my favorites of the event. And another general update is that we now have a fence that goes all the way around the gardens. So I guess that's so that no one walks into the grass. So we actually have another update about the possible return for the Kangaroo. A couple days ago, a survey was going around asking general questions about your park experience at Kennywood. And there were 2 questions, one of which it asked if you remembered any of the 4 rides that were removed for this year, that being Kangaroo, Paratrooper, Volcano, and the Band Curve. And then there was another question that showed the Kangaroo, and it asked how likely you would be willing to return to Kennywood if the Kangaroo was brought back So it is definitely looking more promising that the Kangaroo may or may not come back in some capacity or another. It is still not confirmed, but it's getting very, very close. So another haunt coming back is Villa of the Vampire, which is located here in the Penny Arcade. The facade is not yet up, but I think that will be coming within the next week or two. We can see the Penny Arcade is already closed up, and I'm guessing that they are prepping to turn that into a haunted house. So these permanent event booths that have been placed around Kennywood may have more life to them, because for Phantom Fall Fest they are going to have seasonal treats, including turkey legs, pumpkin funnel cakes, seasonal beer, and specialty cocktails. It's not confirmed it's going to be using these, but there may possibly be a fall-themed Bites and Pints or something along that capacity. However, that isn't quite yet confirmed, but based on the success of Bites and Pints from this year, I wouldn't be surprised. Over here in the Steelers country, they're actually showing NFL games. This is the Saints versus the Panthers. But right over here, this is brand new. A giant Steelers helmet for a photo op.
He's going to have a little extra time to conquer. He has 3 rings. What's your bit of warning? Good ball. Saints by 4. Teddy Bridgewater, the Panthers on the move. Well, the Saints, 2-minute warning there. Good pass. Finds Higgins. First time he's located Rashard Higgins, who moves on with the injury to Beckham. And that'll set up with a more favorable down and distance on third.
So this is the Steelers experience, still not open. However, the inside of it is much more open and a little bit more clean. There's even some cleaning supplies over there. So it's still definitely hard to see at this angle, but it might be opening later this year. I doubt it though. It might be next year. Oh my gosh, you're so loud, Steel Curtain. So back here in the Kittyland picnic groves, there has not been any work done yet. Right over here is where Dark Shadows is. And right over here in Pavilion 17 is where Shady Grove Memorial Hospital will be. This was brand new for 2019 and will definitely be returning for 2021, as well as Dark Shadows. I just noticed that the Dizzy Dynamo has a new overhead tarp. Steel City Choppers also got a brand new overhead tarp. Same red and blue design. I haven't covered this yet, but Dot Popcorn has since been moved next to the Aero 360. It isn't open today, but I have seen it open on past visits. So some good news and some bad news for Phantom Fall Fest. Mortem Manor, which took place inside the Parkside Cafe, will not be returning. This was the oldest haunt for the entire event that dated way back since the beginning of Phantom Fright Nights. And it has been evicted from the Parkside Cafe. But on the bright side, it will be open and will have seasonal food inside. And this will be a year-round facility because this is also open for holiday lights. So this walkway here next to the Parkside Cafe has sometimes been home to a scare zone known as Death Valley. It was a Western-themed haunt. However, a lot of the props have since been moved and are currently being used inside of the old mill. So as of right now, Noah's Ark is not listed for the haunt selection for Phantom Fall Fest, known at this time during as Ark in the Dark. And my guess is it's actually not going to turn into a haunt, but rather get a family-friendly seasonal overlay, since it will be an all-day event. I can't confirm that. That's just speculation. It may come back as Ark in the Dark, but we will see. The Raging Rapids is already closed for the season because it is making way for Voodoo Bayou. This will also be returning for Phantom Fall Fest. And as of right now, those are the 5 haunts that are announced to come for 2021. So I just got an inside scoop that Gry Park will not be returning. This was an urban-themed scare zone with zombies and radioactivity, and that will be no more. So no more Gry Park as far as I know. It's a shame because I thought this was the best scare zone. So just behind me right now is Black Widow in its natural state. It's closed right now, but several visits I have been to this year, it has been open. And this is definitely the hot ticket ride in the park, this and Steel Curtain. I actually did get to ride this ride on another visit, so take my word for it. And I will still back it up that this is the best flat ride in the park, and honestly one of the best rides overall here at Kennywood. It's a really great rush, great hang time, great height, great speed, and a very long ride cycle. The operations are absolutely abysmal, sometimes 15, 20, or even 30-minute dispatches, and no, I am not exaggerating. So you definitely want to hit this one up early. It seems to move even slower than the Steel Curtain, but operations aside, it's a nightmare to operate, but it is a great ride nonetheless. There is no word yet on the fate of the 4D theater. It is normally a staple attraction for Happy Hauntings and Holiday Lights. Will it be open for Phantom Fall Fest? Who knows? But this has been closed all of last year and all of this year so far. Cosmic Chaos is currently closed, and I noticed the little alien in his flying saucer has been taken off from the ride vehicle. Maybe he will join his friends down here for a nap and some potato patch fries. One thing that Kennywood is requiring now is face masks to be worn indoors, specifically indoor food establishments and gift shops. But you don't have to wear one outside. Alright, just got off of Exterminator. And one thing to note is that they are requiring masks, but in the queue line and on the ride. I just got off of it. I actually can't think of the last time I rode that alone by myself, so it was very off balance. And when we were hitting the brakes, they weren't hitting in at all, and this was flying. There was so much spinning. Really good ride on Exterminator. It's been closed for most of the day due to weather, but now it's open. And I'm gonna grab a quick Phantom ride before I call it an evening. So 2022 season passes are now on sale. If you get it now, you get the rest of 2021 for free, including the seasonal events. Here's the pricing here, at least at the gate. However, you can get savings online. And that's going to do it here from Kennywood. Believe it or not, this time last year, Kennywood was actually closing for the year because of the pandemic. But I am so excited that seasonal events with the new Phantom Fall Fest and Holiday Lights are returning. They're honestly my favorite times of the year. So in short, I think Phantom Fall Fest is going to be a big success, especially with it being an all-day event. And I'm really excited to come out to the park. Still a little bit of summer left. We got Labor Day weekend and a couple of bonus weekends as well. It was mostly storming, so a lot of the big rides were not open for most of the day. But I did get on a couple, including Exterminator, Phantom's Revenge, Skyrocket, Wave Swinger. And it was a really good evening, and it ended too with seeing the Fall Fantasy Parade, one of the last performances. It's a really nice Kennywood tradition that they have here. Anyways, guys, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you like it and subscribe for more content. And with that being said, thank you all for riding, and I'll see you next time.